Good morning, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of March 2026, and it is just before 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't sleep at all. I don't know if you can notice my eyes. My eyes are completely, and this is powder that I put to keep these insects away, and my eye completely, uh, as you can see, not very well at all. That's because these insects gone inside the eye. They went in the lid and then they got inside the eye. Uh, well, now I can say that I am 100% certain and sure that these insects are not a coincidence, and it's not just developed because of any conditions of having no clean place, I mean, in the van and so on. Uh, and I am sure 100% that I was infested by this parasite. It's a parasite, I have to admit. It's not just an insect, it's a really, really dangerous parasite. And I wouldn't be surprised if these bastards are using it as a biological weapon, or at least, uh, they use it on their targets to actually cause them uh, health problems and even death. And I'm saying so because this parasite literally, it targets. I mean, I go to sleep and it becomes active and it targets my ears, my eyes, and my nose. And literally, they go in the eye and literally they go all the way around the lid, the upper and the lower, and they hold on. And if you put soap or anything, they go inside the lid to hide from the soap and so on. And as you can see, it's causing me troubles, and my eye getting sensitive because of these insects. And I used some wash for my eyes, which is a mix between soap and some parasite killer, in order to kill them completely and so on. My eyes were even worse than this about an hour ago. Especially this eye. Now, after I washed them, and I know for sure that these parasite or these insects are dead, and I can feel them inside my eye, but they are not moving, they are dead. And now it's getting better, and I can see it's going down a little bit because it was really swollen a while ago, I mean an hour ago. As for my ears, these insects were literally, it's like someone with a pencil pushing in my eardrum. And of course, it is these insects are digging in because they want to suck blood, and hopefully, they are not going to, go through and all of this. And I managed to put some parasite killers in and a bit of drops of water, which killed them in about a minute or less. And then I flushed everything away, so there is nothing inside now at all, and they stopped completely. But they will come back again because they are persistent. I mean, this parasite is persistent. Have I said that about my ears and my eyes? The worst of all, which I am so worried from, they literally go through the nose in. And I don't know if they all went in and, to the tummy. I mean, like I swallowed it or spat it out and all of this. And I hope they did not make their way to my lungs, because if that happens, that would be a disaster. Definitely, that would be, I don't know, it would be so bad. And I am 100% sure that my abusers might even use this to complicate things, because that's what they do. They use any chance to, make it worse. So even if there is nothing, I am expecting them to give me drugs to make my chest bad or worse or whatever, in order to force me to go to the doctor and say, oh, there is something wrong, and so on. Have I said that? I will try my best not to give them a chance, and I'm going to report it to the police anyway, because I know for sure that I was infested by this parasite deliberately, and this is a crime. This is literally, they are killing me slowly because this parasite is dangerous. It's deadly. It's deadly. If this parasite goes in my lungs, they can get to my heart, they can get to my brain, they can get anywhere. And this parasite is really, really tiny, tiny, and it's really tough. Uh, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not afraid of death. I mean, I'm gonna die anyway, one way or another. And whether it's a slow, painful death or quick, painless death, I'm gonna die in the end, and so on. Everyone is gonna die anyway. So I am not worried about that. It's just, you know, uh, what I can see that these people, they have no honor whatsoever, and they know nothing about honor. And this confirms what I said millions of times before. These bastards deserve one of two places, either the prison, imprisonment for life, or the grave. They do not deserve to live with people at all. And anyone, infects anyone with a disease deliberately, or, poison, or insects, like what they're doing now to me and so on. This is the worst crimes ever, and these bastards must go to prison for life. If not, I mean, first they must go to prison for life, and failing this, and if they are too powerful to go to prison, then they must die. As simple as that. People like this do not deserve to live with people. So if they are too powerful to be legally punished and to be sent to prison, they must be killed. They must die. They cannot live with people, and they are not taking responsibility for what they did. And moreover, they are doing even worse. I mean, infecting me and infesting me with this parasite. They are killing me slowly, basically. I promise you, this parasite is so dangerous. It is so, so dangerous. I mean, it goes to the eyes, to the ears, and I know they went in here, and I hope that they were a meal. I mean, I ate them, and I spat some of them, and I hope they didn't make their way to my lungs, because I promise you, if they can make their ways to the lungs, they can make the way to lots of places and so on. Anyway, uh, these bastards are not, you know, taking responsibility for what they did, and they are doing even more and more and more and more. And for me, I will never give up, and I will never give in, and I will all until the last breath in me. I will be trying my best to expose these bastards and get them to receive what they deserve in terms of punishment, and expose them everywhere in the world. This is a must for me. And I must get my compensations and every money they owe me, and every money that was invested for my father and me and so on. And I'm not afraid of death. And as I said, I know these bastards have enough power to kill me in whichever way they want, and so on. And I'm not afraid. I mean, as I said, whether it's gonna be a painful, slow death, or quick, painless death. For me, it's I'm not afraid of this. I know I'm gonna die one day anyway, and without freedom, without dignity, without honor, without justice, life worth nothing, basically. And maybe death would be better, and I would find comfort in death, and so on. So anyway, how did they infest me, or with this parasite and so on? This is a good question. 3 4 days ago, I came back, after going after trying to get help, and so on, with my sign and so on. And I found that the seal that I put on the van, they were fiddled with. I mean, they were undone, which means they could, they could have entered the van because they have key, and I know this for sure. Now, uh, I believe, I mean, this came up to me that, maybe that was the case, that they actually undone the seals to misdirect me, to mislead me. And they actually infested me with this parasite in person. And I'm saying so because I didn't notice it, and I didn't take a notice of it on the day, but I believe on the same day or the next day of finding the seals are fiddled with or undone, a lady came and talked to me, and she said that she had a problem with her husband or ex-husband and so on. He was beating her up and blah, blah, blah. And then she hugged me twice. But then the second time before she hugged me, she said that she works with Arabs and so on. So I said to her, well, I don't think that you will be able to help me anyway. And then she said, okay, I'm going to give you a hug. And then she gave me a hug. So if there is any chance that they would have infested me with this parasite, maybe this lady dropped some parasite or some of this parasite uh, on my shoulder when she hugged me and so on, or when I'm walking, maybe not her, maybe when I'm walking, someone did this and so on. So the possibility is, you know, they could have done it in person. I mean, they could have infested me with these parasites when I was walking, when I was standing, just, like dropping it on my shoulder and so on. And these insects straight away made their ways to my body and so on, and multiplied. And in 4 days now, I can see that they have multiplied a lot. I mean, tonight, literally, I was bombarded with this parasite that literally, unbelievably, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them. And I don't have any other place to sleep. And it's too late now because, first of all, as I said, if I managed to kill the parasites that got in my ear, which I did, and my eyes, which I did, the ones that are inside my system that went in my nose, I don't know where they have gone. As I said, if I swallowed some and spat some, then they are dead. But if any of them went to my lungs, that is a big problem. And I'm going to report this to the police anyway and see what the police will say. Although I lost hope and I lost faith in any authorities, especially, I mean, here in the police as well, they cover up for everything, and they are keeping me in a blackout, or I mean, I have no information whatsoever about what's going on, and they have refused to give me any information about the situation and so on. And I can see that they are participating in some uh, of the investigation or the tests and so on. So in other words, I don't know. I have many reasons not to trust them and all of this. So I don't know, but I will try and go maybe and report it and so on. But I don't know if they are gonna believe me or not about this parasite and so on. So yeah, uh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. All what I'm gonna say that it's nothing but tyranny. It's nothing but tyranny. What they are doing, it's nothing but tyranny. And I promise you, regardless the reason why they are doing this and so on, these bastards, they must go to prison for life. I mean, some of them, they are just, they will go to prison, hopefully, they will go to prison, but again, accordingly, what they have done and so on. As for those who participated in infesting me with this parasite, whether the people who came up with the idea or the ones who suggested or the ones who gathered the information. Because I'm saying so because this parasite, it's not the everyday normal parasite like, fleas or ticks or whatever that could infest any, dirty place. Because I know my van is dirty now because, I haven't cleaned it for so long and so on. uh, but this parasite is not normal. This parasite, I got a reason, or I got every reason to believe that this parasite, it might be even biological weapon that these bastards are using. I've never came across any kind of insects like this before in my life. I have raised and bred lots and lots and lots of different poultries and birds and animals and even, reptiles and so on. And I have never ever came across any parasite or any insect like this and so on. And I've never heard about an insect like this, that, targets the eyes, the ears, and they are they are not just holding on, they are going in. I mean, even my ear, they didn't just go and hit did end the eardrum and that's it. They were digging in. They were like, I don't know, this parasite. And again, they went in my nose and they are inside me now. I mean, hopefully they didn't go to my lungs, because as I said, that would be a big problem. That would be a big problem. It might not be a big problem, but the possibility is it may be a big problem, because if they get to my lungs and all of this, it's the environment for them, that they have oxygen, they have food, they have all of this, and this is a problem. This is a problem, and it and in this case, if that's the case, the only way to do, to get them out is to get some, inhaler with some, pesticide that will kill them without, causing me any trouble. That should be done on many occasions to make sure no eggs stayed there and hatched and, you know, started the circle again, or any medicine that I would take and then they would die from sucking my blood and so on, because they would get the the pesticide. Uh, I don't know even if someone knows about this insect, because as I said, this insect, from what I saw and I experienced, this insect is weird and rare. I've never come across any insect like this, and I believe that this insect, they are using it as a biological weapon, and even if not as a biological weapon towards, like groups and so on, I believe they are using it against individuals, but whether this parasite kills or they kill them with this parasite or not, I don't know. But the possibility is there. This parasite is so dangerous, so dangerous. And the problem is, it's very strong and very versatile. It's very tiny and small, and it's very strong. I mean, nothing can kill it easily. I mean, I sprayed everything you would think of. I mean, I sprayed this, two of those, and it didn't do anything to it. Uh, 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 Chlorine didn't kill it and didn't do anything to it. Even, the calc remover, which is literally acid that reacts with the calc or the lime scale and remove it. It didn't kill them. Yes, it keeps them, like it put them in a trance, or, I don't know, it put them down for a bit, but then they come back again. So nothing. I used a lot of stuff, cleaning stuff and so on, and this parasite is not dying. The only thing that killed this parasite is an insect killer for more than one kind of insect, but still it doesn't kill them unless you actually make a solution out of it. So you put some in water and you put it on this parasite and keep it for, I don't know, a few seconds and so on, and only then it can kill it. Apart from this insect, this parasite is so dangerous and so strong. I have killed one of them, and I held it, like not in my hand, but like on my finger, and they are tiny and they are very strong, and they stick to the skin that you cannot see them. and they can actually go under the skin. And I have seen it with my own eyes. I couldn't see them in the beginning, and I tried to find out where they are and so on. And now they are small, tiny, like dots, like white dots. When you wash your face and so on, they become clearer. I mean, they can become whiter in color. Normally, they are clear, translucent, and that's why it's difficult to see them. But when, like washing my face and so on, I start to see them, and I see them moving slowly, and all of this, and they are like small dots, white dots, and so on. And they are so strong, and it's not usual. They are not fleas. They are not ticks. They are not. I don't know. And it might be difficult for me to prove this, to take samples, because they go in. It's tiny and they go in my eyes and so on. But the only way to prove to people who wouldn't believe about this parasite and this, they can come and just lay in this bed for a couple of minutes and see what's gonna happen, and so on. So they believe that this insect's actually real, and so on, and they can experience it themselves. It will go in their eyes, it will go in their ears, it will go in their mouth, and so on. So this is the only way I can prove this, to invite people who don't believe me, or who thinks this guy's making this up, or this guy is hallucinating, or this guy blah blah blah. Anyone who has doubt and who's coming up with any silly idea, blah blah blah, they can come and lay down there in this bed here where I sleep. They can lay there for a couple of minutes, or 3 minutes or whatever, and they will see. They will see what's gonna happen. And I promise you, this insect is gonna eat them, like what it does to me, and so on. Uh, it is complicated. I mean, my abusers, I don't know what to say, but as I say, I don't know what else to say. I mean, what more to say than saying the reality and the truth, that these bastards, they deserve one of two places, no third: to go to prison for life or to die. End of story. These bastards do not deserve to live with people. As simple as that. These bastards do not deserve to live with people. As simple as that. And this is the third or the fourth night now that I'm not sleeping well, and I am, going through an agony and so on. And above all of this, they might even have been lying to people about my situation, because they can actually go on my phone and use it even when the phone is turned off. And above all of this, I actually have been charging my phone in different places and leave it there and go and do other stuff and so on. So they had many chances as well to have an access to my phone. I'm not putting any doubts in anyone that I left the phone with to charge, but the possibility is there that they had many chances, enough chances to actually have an access to my phone and so on. They could have done anything they want using my phone, on my phone, literally on my phone, and so on, and to convince people otherwise about my situation and so on, doing any transactions using my phone, or doing orders or whatever, things like that. And they can show people it's from my IP address or from my phone and so on. They could do lots of things, and I am afraid they might have done something like that to show people that this guy, is lying or whatever. But I have been telling people everywhere, come and take a look on where I'm sleeping and living. And I'm not doing this, deliberately to hide something or whatever. I have no money. I have no bank account. I have no job. I have no friends, no nothing. I am here on my own in my van, and even my van doesn't have insurance or tax or MOT, and I'm trying my best to get this. And this is why I'm thinking, if they have used my phone to do insurance back in Germany, to make it look like that I am still related to Germany, or I am still in Germany and I'm on a holiday, blah blah blah, and all of this. That would be a big fuck up, because on papers. On papers I had address there, and if they prove that I'm still, there, or I'm on a holiday, blah blah blah, the possibilities are endless. What they can do in terms of making money out of it or profiting from it while I'm here, and you know they are doing whatever they want in Germany and so on in terms of my stuff, like. Papers and documents and forging and all of this. I don't know what to say. I mean, these bastards made my life so complicated, and they are keeping me homeless for many reasons. And I'm afraid one of the reasons might be this, that, I have no address. On papers, they could be. I mean, like, I'm here in Spain, sleeping in a van for now almost a year here in Spain, and they could be on paper showing that this guy is renting a mansion here, or renting, a villa or whatever. And I'm not. I'm sleeping in a van, but on papers they could do lots of things. These bastards, I don't know. Uh, they are unbelievably bastards, and they can do lots of things and so on. Anyway, I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that I'm not gonna give up, and I will not give in. And these bastards must pay the price, and they must go to prison. As simple as that. Or the grave. They don't deserve to live with people. This is 100%. And for them, it's either they go to prison or go to the grave. As simple as that. They are torturing me in every way, shape, and form. They are torturing me in every way, shape, and form. Keeping me homeless like this is a torture on its own. And doing what they are doing to me, it's unbelievable. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. One thing, by the way, that I might, I'm afraid of, and so on. They could be making some kind of, I don't know, of creating excuses to make governments, other governments, to, abuse me and so on. So I left Germany because I left England because what I experienced, and then I went to Germany and did this to me again. So maybe now they are making a competition. Where is he gonna live? Where would he want to live? So let's equal the situations. And by saying so, these bastards, their treachery doesn't know boundaries. They there are lots of things they could do. They are bastards. They come up with unbelievable ideas and so on. And that's why I'm worried about this. They could be saying like, okay, what happened to him in Germany? We repeat it in Spain, and then we see if he's gonna choose, when all the bad stuff happened to him in both places, which one he is going to choose. And if I go and live in France, they might do the same and call, let make the French government, or and so on, to do stuff to me in order to see this. And it's unbelievable. I don't know what else to say. Seriously, I'm worried now and afraid of many things and so on. Especially that I'm not getting any justice and so on. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid of many things, like, for example, that they could be still using my name in many things. They could have been still relating my name to Germany while I'm not in Germany and I'm not on a holiday. I came here to Spain to start a new life, but it's not going to happen. I mean, the Basque country, not for me, and I would never stay in the Basque country. That's it. I'm leaving as soon as I can, and I'm going to go to Cantabria and see what's going. And if it fails, I fail to get justice, Cantabria, Astoria, Galicia, North Portugal, and so on, I will go back to France for a couple of weeks or 3 weeks and see what they will do for me and so on. And if it doesn't work again, because I was in France for 3 months, and they didn't do anything in terms of helping me with the most important things. Then I would go to Netherlands, and I might apply for asylum in Netherlands or Denmark, but I think it would be Denmark if that's the case. It's not something that I want to do. I want to find a place to settle down and call it home and be protected and respected and get justice and get my compensations, my freedom, and to watch these bastards being punished. And so far, nothing of this happened, and they are not allowing me to get anything whatsoever. So, anyway, thank you very much for your time and for listening. And I am so sorry if I disturbed you with anything, but I am in this shit and I'm trying to get help. And if anyone out there who's listening to this who can help, please help, because, I am in desperate need for help. If you can contact me, I'm in Ithaburu Kalia here in Donostia San Sebastian, and you can never miss my van. It's a white Citroen jumper with the rear right hand side wheel removed completely, and attached to the van is a brown trailer. And the best time to find me here is before 10 o'clock in the morning or after 9 o'clock in the evening. Anyway, uh, I'm afraid some of these insects are still alive in my ear. I have to dip in my in my eye. I have to dip my eye again in some of the water. Yeah, I can feel they are moving. Anyway, thank you very much and have a good day. Thank you.